Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play the new song from MUSE called Won't Stand Down on guitar. I think he plays it on a detuned guitar or plays it on a 7-string guitar, but I'm going to teach you in standard tuning. So some of the notes are up an octave, but it all sounds cool. So I'm going to teach you the whole song. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video and leave me some comments in the comment section, including any songs you want me to do. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. So like I said, my guitar's in standard tuning. His is either detuned or he's got a 7-string guitar because he goes down to a low B. Okay, right, so it starts with a verse, which sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to start on E7, and it's going to start on beat 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another hit on that into bar 2. So 2 E7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then we're going to go up to these high little chords. First finger E14, second finger B15, third finger on G16. And you're just going to hit those 3 strings again. And make it nice and short and staccato like this. And it does that 3 times, goes. So from the beginning, 1, 2, 3. And then it plays the E7 twice again. And then it changes the chord to this G triad, which is your first finger across the E and the B strings at the 15, and then your second finger on G16. And again it does those that chord 3 times, so it goes back down to the E7 twice, and then the chord changes to E15 with your first finger, B17 with your third finger, and then use your second finger on G16. And you hit that 3 times, then back down to the E7 twice, and then it goes back to the first chord, which is 14 on the E string, 15 on the B string, and 16 on the G string, and hits that 3 times. And then it's going to repeat back to the beginning. So let's play the whole of the line nice and slowly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that just repeats around the verse. And then we go on to the next line. This is where the heavier part starts, and it sounds like this. So to play that, starts on E7, and we're going to do it 3 times. There is an E7 on the previous part, the verse, so there's on beat 4, and then it starts again here. So it's 3 E7s, so you've got. And then we're going to play E8 and pull off to E7. And then play another E7, and then play an E10. So the first bar of that line you've got. And then it's going to pull that 10 off to 7 into the next bar. So you play the 10 and pull off. And then play another 3 7s going up, down, up. So from the beginning of the line. And then you play 9 on the A string, and then 2 E7s, and then a 10 on the A string. So beat 2 of that second bar goes. So from the beginning. And then you're going to play 4 more hits on the E7, and then 2 D7s, and then 2 D8s. So you got. So the whole line slowly goes. and up speed. So it's quite tricky, but with a bit of practice you should be able to get that. And that line goes twice, so it goes. And then we get to the chorus, which goes. So to play that, E3 and A5, so it's like a G power chord. And then you're going to play E4 and A7. So a bit of a stretch, use your first finger and little finger. Bar 14, we've got E5 and A7. The next bar, bar 15, we've got E6, A9, so stretching out again. Bar 16, we've got E7 and A9. Then bar 17, we're going down back to the first chord, E3 and A5. So let's just play those first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes to a D power chord, which is A, 5 and D7, and the rhythm is going to go da 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 da. So down, 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 up, down, up, and then into bar 19, and you're going to just play the note A4, and it goes rest, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then does it again. So it goes da 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 da, or slowly it's up speed. So bars 18 and 19 go. So let's play the whole chorus. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next line is similar to like the second line that we did with like the heavy guitar part in. So we've kind of done it already, but it just cuts off the last 4 notes the second time round and just plays an E7. So the first 2 bars of this line are the same as the second line. So you got. So that's the same. Then the next bar is the same as the first bar, so that should make sense. But then that last bar, bar 23, it just takes off the last the 2 7s and the 2 8s at the end and just plays another E7. So bars 22 and 23 go. So it's just sort of simplified. It just takes the end bit off. So hopefully that makes sense. And then it goes back to the beginning and does the verse and like the sort of distorted bit into the chorus, plays the chorus, and then after the second chorus we get this. So to play that, that's just E7, and it lasts for 3 beats, so it goes 1, 2, 3, and then you just rest your fingers against the strings so they're muted, so you don't get any notes ringing. And you just go down, up, and it does that 3 times. So you go 1, 2, 3, and it just does that again, repeating in bars 26 and 27. So the whole line goes. And then it takes us to this like kind of heavy little breakdown section. The first line of it sounds like this. So to play that, it goes E8 and then 3 E7s. So we're going to do one beat at a time. This is the best way to learn it. So E8 and then 3 E7s. So go. And then the next beat does 2 E7s and then a D7 and a D9. So far you've got... So if you think about it in each beat, it's going to be a lot easier to remember. So is the first beat and then is the second beat. Put it together. The next beat just does 4 E7s. So you've got... And then it basically repeats that. So if we play, then it goes, so you've got 8, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and then to the D7, D9, and then 4 E7. So it's basically doing the same thing twice. So from the beginning of that line, you go. And then one more 8, 7, 7, 7 on the E string. And then 4 E10s. So the first 2 bars of that slowly go. A bit faster. Up speed. And then the next 2 bars are almost identical. It just takes off the sort of second half of the second bar. Does that make sense? Hopefully. So bar 31, you just rest on beats 3 and 4. So bars 30 and 31 go. So it's the same thing, just minus the last 2 beats. So the whole line goes. And then the next line sounds like this. So for that, it starts on A12 and plays it for 2 beats. So it's 1, 2, and then it's doing almost what was the previous line. So starts with the 4 7s, and then 8 7 7 7. So you've got the first bar 1, 2. The next bar starts bar 33 with 2 E7s, A7 and A9, and then 4 E7s, then 8 7 7 7, and then 4 E10s. So the first 2 bars of that line slowly go. Or even slower. And then we're going to play A8. It's going to last for a beat and a half. And then D7, D9. So you've got 1, 2, and then 4 E7s, E8, and then 3 A8, and then 3 A7s. Then 2 more E7s, a D7 and a D9, and then 4 E7s to finish. So bars 34 and 35 go. So the whole line goes. And then it goes to the chorus. So it does that line straight to the chorus and plays the chorus all the way through, including like that little heavy part that it does after it, doing the... and then, after it's done that twice, we get this little outro part, which is the same kind of idea. where we've got so it's the same as what we've done before. It's like the first 2 bars of like the sort of heavier section. So hopefully that line makes sense. So slowly that goes. And it just plays that twice, and that's the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video as well, and please leave me some comments. Let me know where in the world you're from. If you want to say hi, just say hi. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you like what I'm doing, you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support my channel, keep me doing this, and you want to print the tabs off for this as well, I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.